What's going on, everybody? This is how you can make your first $10,000, either appointment setting for a coach, consultant, a business owner, or you just want to learn how to appointment set for yourself. You want to learn the ins and outs of appointment setting. I've booked in over 200, 300 meetings online just by using this simple framework. Now, there's a different type of appointment setting from another type of appointment setting, DM setting, and phone setting. So direct message setting is through messages, through typing on your phone. And phone setting is pretty much when you get an inbound lead from in your CRM, like go high level from a form that somebody filled out to show interest in your business or a free training or something. And then you phone set them. So you call them manually and then you set them to a sales call. So there's two different types of appointments, but in today's video, I'm going to be talking about direct message DM appointment setting only because it's the lowest barrier of entry for beginners. And it's the easiest to simply get a hang of just from my personal experience. So I'm super excited to get into it. Let's get into it really quickly. So on the screen here is 5 qualified calls daily from LinkedIn. So this is the exact outbound messaging system that I used when I was running cold outreach 24/7 for my business on LinkedIn. So I would send about 100 to 200 of these messages every single day. I would connect with prospects. I would send out messages. Simply cold outbound appointment setting comes down to how much volume can you simply do for the longer period of time. And a lot of you guys simply just don't want to put in the work. A very common mistake I see firsthand when you guys send out these messages is the first thing you guys seem way too salesy. Beginners seem way too salesy. They're not asking the right questions, just like on a sales call, and you explain the price over the DMs. Rule number 1, if there's anything you have to take back from this video, never, ever state the price in the DMs. That's going to give your prospect an absolute advantage over you. It's going to give them every single excuse in their head to come up and justify as to why your price point or why your product isn't worth that amount. And plus, you just look weak because you're giving up a lot of your business and you're handing them a leverage point willingly. So today's video, here's the exact scripts. Now, these are scripts that I've had I actually have this in my Inner Circle course module for my clients, my Inner Circle clients, my high ticket clients. This is what we have for them. And this is what I'm kind of leaking for you guys. It's a very exclusive video. So if you're watching this, you're going to get a hella game from it. So basically, here's a follow-up. Obviously, you helped me get my message earlier. We're not going to look at that right now. Initial question. This lowers their sales guard. We want to position and ask a question in a way that lowers the prospect's sales guard. What does this mean? When somebody reaches out to you on social media, on a platform, your sales guard immediately goes up because why are they texting me? I don't know these people. What do they have to offer? What is the price point? I'm scared. So primal human instincts, you have to approach them in a Trojan horse method. So when you approach them, you approach them in a calm manner without anything to sell. Yo, just reach out here, just network. How's business been, bro? I see a lot of you guys reach out to prospects and the first message is simply, hey, just reach out here just to network. I am a video editor and I offer my services for XYZ. Would you be interested? You automatically set yourself at a lower position because this is basic human psychology. If you're going to somebody and asking them for a product or service that you can perform for them, you're automatically putting yourself at a lower position of authority. And you don't really seem like the expert in the field. So why would somebody hand you $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 when you approach them in that manner? It'll never work. So they respond, get the initial answer. Hey man, it's been going good. Learned some new things. Good to connect with you. What about you? You respond, you fire back. You always want to acknowledge, compliment, and ask a question. So things are going great, man. Can't complain. Super excited to hear that you're learning. That's great. What niche are you in? Now, obviously, you might not say what niche are you in. This was my personal script for client acquisition. This is kind of ran to my own offer. But this is pretty damn universal. So asking what niche they're in will help pre-qualify them and just help you get more feet in the door. Essentially, the opening line was reach out your network. How's business been? Very broad question. You can tell if they're in a lot of pain by the way they talk. If a prospect sales guard is up, they will speak less. If a prospect sales guard is down, they will diarrhea of the mouth to you and send you paragraphs of what kind of pain they're in. And then from there, you can use that as ammo for the sales call. This is some ninja level stuff. And honestly, this can make you hundreds of thousands of dollars by using basic human psychology and not sounding salesy. I promise you, you will close more deals and you will set more deals. So things are going great, man. Can't complain. What niche you're in? Okay, cool. Awesome, bro. I'm in the coaching niche currently. What about you? And you want to obviously acknowledge them. Sick, man. I'm in the online acquisition space. Been super solid so far. How many coaches are you currently helping out? Or how many clients are you coaching? So this is very direct. I would probably say something more along the lines of, depending on how the situation is going, if they're responding well enough, I would say, sick, man, I'm in the online acquisition space. It's been super solid so far. How many people are you currently helping out? That way, we're not super salesy to where it's like, how many clients are you working with? Okay, cool. How many clients do you want to be working with? Because all we're doing here in the appointment setting DMs is we're finding a gap from current situation, $3,000 a month, to desired situation, $10,000 a month. And predictably and consistently, your service is going to provide the gap, the bridge, to get them from those $3,000 a month to $15,000 a month. And that's where you come into play. You are the gap. And so when we're doing this, we want to have a really sneaky way of getting a point A and a point B. And we do this by asking questions that are direct, but aren't too direct. So let me give you some more examples because that might be kind of confusing. So yeah, how many people are you currently helping out? He responds, he said, awesome, bro. I haven't had any clients yet. My email's still warming up and I'm just now learning cold calling. So I need to make some scripts about that. How about you? So obviously right off the bat, I've collected so much information from him. I don't even know who this guy is. I haven't done much research from him, but within 3 or 4 different messages, I can tell he's a beginner. I can tell he is obviously under $10,000 a month, probably because he hadn't had any clients yet. He's still setting up his email. He's still doing cold calling in 2024, which only a beginner would do. No experienced business person would ever do cold calling unless they're running some big ops operation, like 7-8 figure, and they need more touch points and stuff. I would never run cold calling, especially in this day and age, unless I'm in a specific niche in real estate or something like that. Even then, it's kind of a stretch. So you can obviously tell he's still trying to figure things out. So this would be more of a beginner client. I typically don't even coach these clients anymore just because I like to work with, 6-figure business owners, 7-figure business owners to really help them scale up using systems. But this is just an example, and this is what got me my first handful, 10, 15, 20, 30 clients for myself. And I would highly recommend you utilize this. But then we want to dig a little bit deeper. So when he gives us ammo to use, when he gives us a pain point, which is he's still learning cold calling, that's kind of a pain point because he's lacking what? He's lacking knowledge. So that's when we come in there and Trojan horse more. We say, gotcha, bro. Acquisition space hasn't super solid lately. We always want to make sure we answer his question first, kind of blow him off a little bit. So many different ways to fix problems. Okay, super broad, super cool. Okay, how many clients are you looking to land within the next 3 months with cold calling and email and if everything goes perfect? So right here, what we could have done is we could have asked him a more painful question, got him in a more emotional state. We could have said, maybe something like, what are you still doing to learn cold calling? Or like, well, what's holding you back from learning cold calling more? Or something like that. We want to position it as being direct, but rubbing in more pain. And so, honestly, this is very, very, very bare bones script, just cutting straight to the point. So A right here, point A, no clients. And now we're getting to point B. How many clients are you looking to land within the next 3 months? And then he says, I'm looking to sign at least 3 by December. Okay, super manageable. So right here, right after we have a point A, no clients, and a point B, 3 by December, we now can say something like, I like to use this line. Oh, you could land 30 between now and then with the right systems. Honestly, what do you feel is the biggest thing holding you back from landing more consistently? So you notice how we found the gap. Your boy found the gap in like 3 to 4 different messages. No clients, $0 a month, probably. And 3 clients, I don't know, probably $5,000 or $10,000 a month, depending on his offer. Now we know the gap, and now we're going to sneak in the gap, and we're going to ask him, what do you feel is the biggest thing holding you back from even getting there? This is where the ninja level stuff is happening. And then he becomes really problem aware. Notice how we dug deeper as to why he's not able to do this on his own. If you can get the prospect to open up, understand that they're in a pain point, understand that their problem needs a solution, and they can't go about the solution by just working it, by just throwing everything at the air and everything at the wall and just hoping something sticks. They need a solid plan. They need a solid strategy, and they need a proven system. And that's what I say right there. So I asked him, what's the biggest thing holding you back? And he goes, well, to be honest, I didn't think this through more because this is my beginner plan. I came up with a more detailed plan throughout the years. I'm in the beginner stage, lol. This is actually a client that I think I signed like months ago. I'm not really sure why, but I think I use his exact language. But I think I'm going to charge $2,000 per month base and guarantee XYZ leads for free. Okay, cool, whatever. So you can obviously tell he doesn't have a very good plan. Most of these guys won't have very good plans, especially in the client acquisition space. Biggest pain points are people are dealing with inconsistent cold outreach that doesn't fill their calendar predictably with qualified leads every single day. What this means in simple terms is they are not getting qualified leads. Base problem. Every single business owner or client acquisition is pretty much dealing with this problem. So then I say that's a pretty decent approach, man. A lot of it has to do with the right plan. Sometimes thinking about it through more tends to make things a hell of a lot worse. Notice how we're kind of like acknowledging him. Pretty decent approach, man. But hey, I'm pointing out that he's missing a hell of a lot of stuff. It's like pretty decent approach, man, but sometimes thinking about it tends to confuse and make things a hell of a lot worse. Then right here, now he's in an emotional state. He understands that he's in pain. I say hate to be for it, man, but I'll be down to hop on a quick call, help you strategize a solid plan towards booking/landing those clients for your offer. And then you want to end off right here. Mind if I shoot you over the booking link? We never want to send over the booking link to the prospect unless they say yes, because it's unconsensual if you do. And I promise you, if you just say that line and then you shoot over the booking link, you will never appointment set them. They will ghost you, they will read the appointment link, they will click on the appointment link, but they will never book in because you never got their consent. You want to ask them at the very end, mind if I shoot you over the booking link? Is it cool right now? Do you mind if I shoot it over? And they go, I agree. Yeah, man, I'll be down. Send it over. Then that's when I say, gotcha, man, fill the quick form. So I know a little bit more about your business. There's the form. Tell me what time you booked in so I can confirm you in, boss. Or you could have this is something like, let me know what time you booked in so I can confirm you. And that's it. Biggest takeaways right here is we have to understand a point A, where are they, and a point B. And you have to do this in a ninja level way without asking them direct questions. Obviously, it's going to be really hard to appointment set somebody when you simply just start opening up the conversation like, hey, how are you doing? And you say, okay, where are you at right now, dollars per month wise? Where did that come from? I'm like at $2,000 a month. Okay, where do you want to be in 6 months? It's like very like pushy, very like, I need you on the call. Like it seems kind of desperate. And a lot of you guys approach people in the wrong way. You guys approach business owners, you guys approach clients, you guys approach them with the level below because you approach them in a way that's like, hey, I offer this service and this service. Nobody cares about your services. People care about the result that your services get them. And so you never want to say the price. You never want to speak too much about your services. This is never about you. Just like a sales call. A sales call is never about you. It's always about them. It's always about the prospect. And then it's about how you can help bridge that gap from current situation to desired outcome. And if you guys approach people in a manner that is open, that is something like, yo, just reach out here, just network, how's business been? That applies to almost every single niche and almost every single area. And then you Trojan horse your way in. Charlie Morgan talks about this. Ask them baseline questions, ask them more questions. This stuff, I would get so good at it. I could appointment set somebody in under 10 messages on LinkedIn. And I would book in 3 to 5 qualified appointments every single day. So now I have a setter in there and I'm basically cloning him to what I was doing. So I give him like every single last ounce of the sauce that I possibly can for myself. And I try to coach him in the best way possible. And he's on LinkedIn right now, killing it himself. So that being said, that's exactly how you're going to appointment set like an absolute GOAT. You can book in at least an appointment every single day. You follow the script, you understand a pain point, you rub into the pain point, you see point A, and you get a point B, ask them what's stopping them from doing that, pitch to a call, ask if it's okay to shoot over the booking link. They say yes, shoot over the booking link, tell them to confirm the time with you. You follow those steps very orderly, very systematically, and I promise you will book in an insane amount of appointments. Just be a human. Don't be a robot. It's a skill. It'll take some time, but I hope this video helped. That was appointment setting.